Funny day, guys and girls. I hope you're blessed. Now, today, of course, we do have another session of Sunday setups hosted by myself, Lit Capvel. Before we get into this, I want to tell you guys, as always, be sure to head over to the website litcapital.co.uk if you're interested in learning how to trade Forex, cryptocurrency, or stocks, or you just generally want to learn how to invest. Reach out to us at litcapital.co.uk. Now, I'm not going to go into the chart straight away. What I am going to do is show you guys the outlook for this week. Okay, now this week we can actually see, if I can get this to refresh, we can see here that on Monday, we actually have the ECB speaking. And as we move into Tuesday, we've got the FOMC speaking. But really and truly, we can see here, guys, as we move into the latter end of the week, we don't really have much that sticks out for us. The only thing we do have on Thursday is the CPI for the dollar. Excuse me. And also we have the GDP on Friday. So really, as we progress into the latter end of the week is when things can get a bit more juicy, but the markets aren't really showing much economically in terms of the data, apart from the CPI and the GDP. So we'll look out for that. Now, if we have a look at the dollar, we can see that the dollar is sitting inside of this weekly candle. Now, we do look like we are pushing down to the lower side, okay? Maybe we are, maybe we're not, only time will tell. But what I have told you guys is that I'm actually waiting. I can move this camera out of the way. I'm waiting for price to actually hit this quarterly candle here at 1115.54. If we can hit that, then I would feel content and satisfied for us to see price actually pushing down lower. But we can't ignore the fact that the price action is very bullish. So maybe just now we're looking at a bit of a pullback. If we go into the daily, we can see here we've pulled back into this lit block right now. And that is where, of course, we haven't seen price close beneath. So we have to give it some time and see how the market responds accordingly. And of course, if you guys are not already in the Discord, that is exactly where we will be providing you guys with the daily outlooks, okay? Now, we can have a look at the S&P 500. If I go into the weekly here, we can see that actually we played into this weekly candle really nicely here and price started pushing down. Now, I'd like to see the S&P make its 10% move back down towards the 3,400 level, which is actually the Morgan Stanley shout from their analysis at the start of the year. So I'd like to see this lower high now be cemented and us now see if we can push down and make a lower low, but only time will tell. With that being said, I also want to push into US 30 just to show you that actually the price action is a bit different, because on the weekly for US 30, we've actually broken this lower high. And with us breaking the lower high, you could argue that now price structure has broken from bearish to bullish. So I'd like to see if price can actually fill this imbalance, but we have had a nice rejection off of the 79%, and we are still in a short territory, but we can't ignore the fact that price has, of course, closed above the previous lower high. So if I'm really honest with you, I'm not looking at US 30 too tough. I'm looking more mainly at the S&P 500 and seeing how that wants to move, because, you know, whichever direction the S&P goes, US 30 is going to follow. And I also want to show you guys GBP USD. Now, this for quite some time has been quite interesting because, of course, we did have the new all-time low. Price then pushed back up and it played inside of this weekly candle. But if we can just go down to the daily, we can see here that when price pushed up, price actually pushed up into this daily candle, and we're yet to close above it. So we're still hovering inside of the all-time low zone, but of course all of the liquidity is above. So it's going to be very interesting for us to see how the markets actually respond. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm staying away from the pound right now because there isn't enough for me to feel confident that the pound should make a recovery. And if we go across to AUD USD, we actually see that we did actually get a play down into this quarterly candle here, and then price pushed up, but the price action has been very, very dull. It's been very bearish, and it's been very hard for us to be optimistic about a recovery with the majors, and that's mainly due to the manipulation of the dollar. So that does really bring me back to the dollar, because the dollar is where it starts and it's also where it ends. If this doesn't push down lower, okay, then we can't see a recovery with the indices. If this is to push down lower, then we can see this monthly candle here at around the 105 handle, which is probably where we could think about seeing price then push up to make a new higher high. Because technically, if price does continue to come down lower, we've made a high, price should push down to make a higher low. So, you know, there isn't much happening right now for us to be able to give a broader perspective on what's happening. But the reality is right now, things are happening on a daily basis. So the higher timeframes aren't really showing us the clearest of pictures, but the daily timeframes are giving us a bit more juice for us to actually make an analysis. And what I'd like to see here is actually, because we have had the low and then we had the lower high, I'd like to now see price push down and see if we can actually come down towards the 108 handle and actually cement the imbalance here being filled. So that's going to be the outlook for today, but it's more important for you guys to check out the daily outlooks, because the daily outlooks, which take place every day of the week through our Discord, is really where you're going to be getting all of the value. So guys, if you're not already, be sure to head over to our website and request our community access. It's a £25 a month subscription, which comes with live streams, trades, analysis, tutorials, daily outlooks, you name it, we provide it. So thank you guys for tuning in today. And if you're watching this, of course, on YouTube, be sure to smash the like button, share the video with a friend if you found this valuable. And always remember, guys, every day is money day. Peace.